No one helped the Japanese billionaire, until the waitress greeted him in Japanese. Hiroshi Tanaka had visited dozens of countries in silence, hidden behind custom-tailored suits and the emotionless discipline that came from being one of Japan's most private billionaires. Cameras never caught him, tabloids never knew him, and most employees of Tanaka Industries had never even seen their own CEO. He preferred to walk alone, anonymously, observing people, not as a billionaire, but as a man testing humanity. On a cold, rainy evening far from Tokyo, he found himself standing outside a small roadside diner in a foreign town. His car had broken down miles away. His phone was dead, his driver had gone ahead to handle business, and for the first time in years he looked like an ordinary, soaked, exhausted traveler. As he entered the diner, conversations died. Customers glanced his way, uninterested except for a quick judgment. A stranger, dripping wet, probably broke, not worth their time. Hiroshi removed his coat and sat at the far corner. His quiet presence made people uneasy. He sensed it. They always sensed something, but they never guessed who he really was. The waitress, Amina, was busy balancing trays and taking orders. She noticed him only after 10 minutes, when everyone else had already collectively ignored him. Approaching cautiously, she smiled. "Sorry for the wait, sir. What can I get you?" Hiroshi hesitated. English was his second language, and today his mind was too tired. He tried his best. "Tea, hot, please." The accent, thick and unmistakably Japanese, made a few customers snicker. A group of teenage boys whispered loudly, "Bro can't even speak proper English." Amina shot them a sharp glare, but Hiroshi didn't react. Mockery was nothing new. Being underestimated was normal. After all, the world never bowed to humility, only to wealth, and only when it recognized it. Minutes later, when Amina returned with his tea, she noticed he hadn't touched the menu. "Would you like food too?" she asked kindly. Again he hesitated, struggling. Not read well, English, menu." Then, without thinking, Amina gently switched languages, using the little Japanese she had learned years ago from a generous scholarship donor who funded her evening classes. "What would you like to order?" Hiroshi froze, stunned. His eyes lifted slowly, brows raised in pure disbelief. Amina continued, shy but confident, "I don't speak much Japanese, but I can help if you need." His voice cracked softly. "You speak Japanese?" "A little," she laughed. "Your accent was beautiful, so I wanted to help." For the first time that evening, warmth spread across Hiroshi's usually unreadable face. This simple gesture, a stranger trying to meet him halfway, was priceless. Most people, even in Japan, never bothered to look beyond the surface. "Udon, arimasuka," he whispered. "Do you have udon?" She grinned. "Not exactly, but we have chicken noodle soup. It's similar. I'll bring it for you." And without waiting, she rushed off. For the next half hour, rain continued hammering the windows. Customers came and left, chatting, laughing, ignoring the lonely man at the corner table. But Amina checked on him frequently, making sure he was warm, asking if he needed anything, even bringing an extra napkin when she noticed water dripping from his coat. "Why you so kind?" he asked quietly. She shrugged. "You looked like you needed it." Simple, sincere, real. Hiroshi studied her carefully. Her uniform was faded. Her shoes were worn. Her ankles were swollen from standing too long. And yet, she smiled more genuinely than anyone he had met in years. "You learn Japanese, why?" he asked. Amina hesitated, then answered honestly. "My dream was to study hospitality in Japan. I wanted to work in Kyoto. Someday, maybe in a traditional inn. But life happened." She spoke of her father's illness, dropping out of school, working 2 jobs, supporting her younger siblings. Every yen she saved for Japan disappeared into hospital bills. "Do you still want to go?" Hiroshi asked. She laughed sadly. Dreams are expensive. He knew that better than anyone. When she walked away to serve other customers, a man from the opposite table tapped Hiroshi's shoulder. "Hey buddy," he said loudly, in a mocking tone, "she's only being nice because she wants a tip. Don't get any ideas." Another customer chimed in, "Yeah, don't fall for it. She's like that with everyone." Hiroshi looked at them with calm disappointment. In Japan, he was bowed to, respected, feared. Here, he was dismissed, ridiculed, and misjudged. Ironically, that truth revealed a lot. When Amina returned with the soup, Hiroshi stood. "I must go," he said softly. "Can I pay?" She shook her head. "Don't worry about it. You were cold and tired. This one's on me." "No," he protested. "Please." She smiled. "When someone needs help, you help. That's all." She didn't know he could buy the entire diner with the change in his pocket. She didn't care who he was or wasn't. And that made her kindness real. Hiroshi bowed deeply, a full traditional Japanese bow, one reserved only for sincere gratitude. Amina's eyes widened. "You don't need to, thank you," he whispered. Then he left. She didn't know the billionaire she had just served stepped into a black car waiting down the road, where his security had finally located him. She didn't know he spoke fluent English but struggled intentionally to test the world's heart. She didn't know she had just passed a test she didn't even know existed. The next morning, the diner buzzed strangely. Black cars lined the parking lot. A group of sharply dressed men in suits stood at the entrance, confusing everyone, including Amina. When she stepped inside, the manager rushed to her. What did you do yesterday?" "What?" She blinked. "Nothing." "Why?" Before he could answer, a man approached her, a translator. "Miss Amina, Mr. Hiroshi Tanaka requests your presence." "Who?" She frowned. "The man you served yesterday." Her heart dropped. Is he in trouble? Did I do something wrong?" The translator smiled. "He is the CEO of Tanaka Industries. One of the most influential businessmen in Japan." Her tray almost fell from her hands. The entire diner gasped. Hiroshi stepped forward then, wearing a crisp charcoal suit, radiating authority that silenced the entire room. Amina's mouth fell open. Yesterday he looked like a lost traveler. Today he looked like a man the world bowed to. Everyone stared in disbelief, especially the customers who had mocked him. Hiroshi bowed respectfully to Amina again. "Your kindness, I never forget." She flushed. I didn't do anything. "You see me," he said softly. "Not money, not power. See me, just as man." Tears pricked her eyes. She had simply treated him the way she hoped someone would treat her father or brother. Hiroshi turned to his assistant and nodded. The assistant stepped forward with a folder. "Miss Amina," he announced, "Mr. Tanaka offers you a full scholarship to Kyoto University for hospitality studies, living expenses included, and a guaranteed position in one of the Tanaka luxury hotels upon graduation." Amina's breath left her body. I can't accept this." "You must," Hiroshi said firmly. "Kindness deserves return." "But why me?" she whispered. "No one else helped," he replied simply. "Only you." The customers who ignored him lowered their heads. The men who mocked him turned pale. Even the manager stuttered, offering a sudden, forced smile. "Amina is our best employee, sir. We always knew she was special." But Hiroshi didn't even look at him. He looked only at the girl who spoke to him in a language almost forgotten. "If you come to Japan," he said gently, "we help you build future." Tears finally spilled down her cheeks. Thank you so much." Hiroshi smiled, small, calm, and warm. "Dreams, not expensive," he said. "Just need right person to believe." Amina nodded, sobbing with gratitude. And in that small diner, beneath humming lights and shocked silence, a billionaire who had traveled the world unseen finally found one truth worth more than fortune: a single act of kindness can change a life. And sometimes, change the life of the one who gives it. The next month, Amina flew to Japan. The next year, she graduated with honors. And the next year after that, she welcomed guests in a luxury Kyoto hotel, smiling in Japanese, English, and the language of kindness that had rewritten her destiny.